Hello, space enthusiasts, and welcome back to our channel. Get ready because we have some mind-blowing news about the interstellar object known as 3I Atlas. This celestial visitor has been keeping astronomers on the edge of their seats, and what we've just learned might change everything we thought we knew. Back on October 29th, 3I Atlas made its closest approach to the Sun, or what we call perihelion. This is usually the moment of truth for comets. The intense solar heat should cause ice to vaporize, creating a spectacular tail of gas and dust. We were all expecting to see this classic cometary behavior, but 3I Atlas decided to throw us a cosmic curveball. Instead of a bright, glorious tail, astronomers observed, well, not much at all. The object remained surprisingly dim, failing to produce the expected outburst. This is where things get really fascinating. The object is exhibiting something called non-gravitational acceleration. In simple terms, it's not moving exactly as the Sun's gravity dictates. Something else is giving it a little push. For a normal comet, this push comes from the outgassing of ice, like a tiny rocket engine. But if 3I Atlas isn't outgassing, what's causing it to accelerate? This is a major puzzle. The object's trajectory is deviating from our predictions, and the lack of a visible tail just deepens the mystery. We're witnessing an object that's behaving like a comet in some ways, but completely defying expectations in others. This strange behavior has caught the attention of some of the brightest minds in astrophysics, including Professor Avi Loeb from Harvard University. Now, if you follow space news, you'll know Professor Loeb isn't afraid to challenge conventional thinking. He famously suggested that our first interstellar visitor, Oumuamua, could have been an artifact of extraterrestrial technology, and now he's turning his critical eye toward 3I Atlas. Professor Loeb isn't jumping to conclusions and shouting aliens. He's a scientist, and he's approaching this with rigorous logic. His argument is that when we encounter anomalies, observations that don't fit our existing models, we must be open to considering all possibilities, even the extraordinary ones. He points out that we now have a growing list of these interstellar anomalies. Oumuamua was the first, with its strange shape and acceleration. Now, 3I Atlas is presenting us with a different set of baffling characteristics. It's accelerating without a visible tail. It broke apart far from the Sun, which is unusual for a comet of its size. These aren't just minor oddities, they are significant deviations from what we expect. Loeb's point is this: how many times can we see things that don't fit the comet box before we start considering that maybe they're not comets at all? He is advocating for a scientific revolution, urging the community to move beyond preconceived notions and to seriously investigate the possibility that some of these interstellar objects could be technological in origin. This is about expanding the scope of our scientific inquiry. It's about having the courage to ask the big questions and follow the data wherever it leads, without bias. So what happens next? The coming weeks are absolutely crucial. This December, 3I Atlas will make its closest approach to Earth. This will be our best and perhaps final chance to study it in detail with our most powerful telescopes. The key observation we'll be looking for is a debris cloud. If 3I Atlas was a comet that simply disintegrated, it should have left behind a trail of fragments and dust. Our telescopes will be hunting for this cloud. If we find it, then the mystery might be solved. It would suggest 3I Atlas was indeed a strange, fragile comet that just behaved in a way we hadn't seen before. But what if we don't? What if, as we look along its path, we find nothing? No debris, no dust. Just empty space where a cometary fragment trail should be. If that happens, we will be faced with what could be considered the 10th major anomaly for this object. It would mean that a large object appeared, accelerated without a tail, and then vanished without a trace. The implications of that would be profound and would add serious weight to the argument that we are dealing with something entirely new to science, and possibly not natural at all. The countdown has begun. Whatever we find, or don't find, in December, it's guaranteed to be a landmark moment in our search for answers about the universe and our place within it. We are on the verge of a potentially historic discovery. Thank you so much for joining me on this cosmic journey today. What do you think is going on with 3I Atlas? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And if you love exploring the biggest mysteries of space, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our update on this incredible story. See you next time.